So you're in Italy and you don't know what time is it, and you want to ask, but you don't know how to do it. And the only thing that you can do, I know that you're in Italy, you can use the hands, but you want to be a little bit fluent and at least ask. So this is the opportunity, because today we are going to learn the time. If you're new to my videos, subscribe to Be Italian and you have the opportunity to learn and master this beautiful language. Mamma mia! However, if you're already a subscriber, why don't you click to the notification bell, and every time I make a video, you receive a notification. Mirko's video is ready for you, and you can progress in your study. So how do we ask the time in Italian? We can use two expressions. The first one is che ore sono, and the second one, che ora è. And you can use them interchangeably. And this is something related to the generic time, so you want to know what time is it. However, if you want to know the specific time something starts, like for example events or transportation or meeting and appointment, you would say a che ora. So let's make some example. In English you would say, what time does the movie start? In Italian we would say, a che ora inizia il film? Or, what time is the train? A che ora è il treno? And then, if you want to know from what time to what time something lasts, so for example, from what time to what time do you study today? In Italian we would say, da che ora a che ora studi oggi? Okay, so now it's time to put the time in practice. But remember, we're talking about numbers. So it's important for you to review the lesson about numbers, so link above. At least you can review the numbers, and I would suggest you also to review another link regarding the part of the days. Link above. Okay, so now, if someone asks you, che ore sono, che ore è, how would you reply? Sono le, and then the number, okay? So, first thing, we write the time using the 24-hour system. However, we express the time in that way when we talk about something officials, like events, meetings, or related to transportation. However, in our daily life, we use the 12 hours, so there is no AM and PM. But let's go to the whiteboard. So for example, le quattro in punto, or if you want to use the slang, le quattro spaccate. Le quattro un quarto. Le quattro e mezza. And then the problem starts. So, can you see this time? Okay, so the official way to say that time is, look at the number, meaning that there is a quarter to 5, okay? So you have to take number 5 minus a quarter. So in Italian we would say le cinque meno un quarto. However, if you are in the north part of Italy, so where I come from, we say the time in a different way. And it's important to know, because otherwise maybe you cannot understand. That time we would say like in English, so we would say un quarto alle cinque. Does it create confusion? Yes, especially among Italians, because sometimes when I say the time like that, other people, maybe from other part of Italy, they would say, what do you mean? You mean le cinque meno un quarto? And for me it's like, le cinque meno un quarto meaning, it's difficult. But if someone asks you, a che ora è il film? So what time does the movie start? You would reply using the preposition a. Dunque a plus the time. The time is plural, so the hour we consider plural. So you would say alle 5. For example, let's take it again, this is a beautiful example. Alle 4. Alle 4 un quarto. Alle 4 e mezza. Obviously, since we don't have AM and PM, how can we understand? So for example, we are going to add the part of the day. So in this case, let's say that we don't have the time written, so I'm talking to Maria, for example, and I would say alle 4 del pomeriggio, or alle 4 della notte o della mattina. The same is for 8, le 8 di mattina, le 8 di sera. Do we have exception? Of course we have, my darlings, but only 3. It's not French, so don't complain about it. So how would you say like 1 a.m. and p.m. or midday or midnight? È l'una. È mezzogiorno, midday. È mezzanotte, midnight. So the question is, che ora è? È l'una. However, if someone asks you the specific start of the action, so a che ora è il pranzo? What time is lunch? A mezzogiorno. Another example. What time do we go to a club? A che ora andiamo al club? A mezzanotte. Pretty late, but choices. So now we are going to see says that we use in Italian related to the time, and we usually use it quite often. Stay tuned. I have chosen 4 of them. So let's start. The first expression is fare le ore piccole. We can use it in the positive way or in the negative way, like fare le ore piccole or non fare le ore piccole. Literally, it's like stay up late. So for example, you go to bed or you come home after midnight. So the hour, because the numbers start like 1, 2, 3, are le ore piccole. So you don't sleep a lot. And maybe you can be grumpy, or maybe you can be tired. My mom usually says a lot to me. For example, when I used to go to a club and they wake me up maybe at 9 a.m. and I was quite pissed off. I'm not a communicator in the morning. I'm really grumpy, especially if you bombard me with questions. And so I wasn't talking, I was grumpy. My mom saying, qualcuno ha fatto le ore piccole stanotte? Someone stay up late last night. Choices. The second expression is non vedere l'ora di. We can translate this one kind of like can't wait or looking forward. So for example, I'm working really hard today, I didn't have any coffee, and I'm craving a coffee. So someone asked me, so how are you? Non vedo l'ora di bere un caffè. Like, I'm looking forward to drinking a coffee or can't wait having a coffee. We use it quite often, like, for things that we are really waiting for. The third expression is quarto d'ora accademico. Un quarto d'ora accademico is related to university classes because it's acceptable to be late the 15 minutes when the class starts. Applied for student, but mainly for professor. But we use this expression also when we want to point out that someone is late. So maybe we are a group of friends, we are waiting for Maria. Hi Maria. Maria is my beautiful example all the time, especially because this example applied to me. By the way, so we are waiting, it's like 5 minutes after the time that we should meet. Someone say, but where is Maria? Maria is always late. And a joke, you can say, vabbè, il quarto d'ora accademico, like it's fine, it's the 15 minutes, the academic one. So you accept the lateness of the person. Not with me, because I'm always late and they don't accept it. They text me like 5 minutes before, are you on your way? I can't cope with that, I'm sorry. And the fourth expression is alla buon'ora, and we use it quite often, especially when you're waiting for something that doesn't quite arrive. I have texted my best friend, and I'm waiting a reply, and the day passed by. After the third day, I received a text message from her. You know who I'm talking to. By the way, so when I receive the text, I would say alla buon'ora. Or for example, you're asking for confirmation that doesn't come through, and you're waiting, maybe after 2 days you receive it, you say, oh, alla buon'ora. So, if you have any question, please put in the comment section below. I will put, as always, a small exercise, at least you can practice to use the time, to use the expression, and to use the exception. But remember to study, to subscribe, and to share the love with everyone. Bye for now!